Hey Skong Gang, my name is Primacon and I'm bringing you something very special today. There is a website that has the full timeline of Silksong news, every single thing to ever be announced or discussed when it comes to Hollow Knight Silksong news exists in a very clean timeline version, and I reached out to the creator of that website asking if I could cover it in a video, and they said go for it. So today we're gonna have a really fun discussion of everything Silksong, starting from all the way back 10 years ago. That's right, 10 years ago till today, and it's gonna be great. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the complete Silksong timeline. And hey, I bring you Skong, you bring me subscribers. End of May, we're hitting 10,000 subscribers, baby. Let's make it happen. I love you guys. Cue the Relia lo-fi music. Okay, Silksong timeline. So we have a little legend right here. Green is yes, yellow is kinda, orange maybe, red is no, and then blue is a meta. We'll see what meta is when we get to it. You can navigate using previous and next, and we're starting on 8th of December 2014. Almost 10 years ago at this point, second playable character is added as one of the stretch goals in Hollow Knight Kickstarter. You know what I'm gonna do? Here you go, I'm gonna make it a little bit more readable for everyone, including me, because I'm blind. The website comes with links to every single mark in the timeline. If you click on it, it opens the whatever they were talking about. Massive update, stretch goals, a Wii U, that never rip Wii U update, and design of village and more. Yeah, so basically they had stretch goals, and this is where second playable character, $56,000. God damn, could you imagine? If you look at the Kickstarter for Crowsworn, it ended up raising $1.25 million. Holy fuck. Hollow Knight was cooking with less than 100k. Just imagine what they're cooking with Silksong with all the budget they have now. Anyway, moving on. So 8th of December is when they met the goal, and then 14th of December to 18th of December we got some Hollow Knight updates. So Hollow Knight successfully got funded for stretch goal, second, third, fourth. So basically all these 1, 2, 3, 4, all these 4 goals were funded basically in 4 days. Very successful Kickstarter, if I do say so myself. And again, they closed the funding on 18th of December. So they were cooking with just this much budget, and they made the masterpiece, the absolute hit, that is Hollow Knight, which they had to release early because they ran out of the money. God damn, man, I'm hyped. Okay, moving on. So clicking next, there's a gap in the timeline, and then we go all the way to 2015. Hollow Knight Beta is released for backers. Very nice. So since the game got done funding, less than a year later, there was a beta that was released. And if we click next, another whole year after that, 9th of September 2016 was a blessed day because the fucking savior messiah hitman Leth himself joined the team. God damn, this was a good day. This is where we were eating good, man. Look at that, new addition to team, release update. Look at that beautiful face. Ah, we're so blessed. Now we are 24th of February 2017. Again, a very, very holy day in the community because that's when the game came out. Hollow Knight is released. Hollow Knight is live by Team Cherry. There we go. The game came out on PC. Lots more from Team Cherry soon. That's true indeed. December 2014 is when the game got funded. And a little bit after that, February 2017, game finally came out. About 3.5 years after the funding was completed. Not bad, honestly. And 3.5 years after being funded, they released the game because they ran out of budget. And Silksong has been in development for a little of like 5-6 years. Timeline all matches up, man. Again, moving on, 2nd of August, now we started getting DLC updates for Hollow Knight. And I wanna like point out something very important. The game got released in February 2017. But then the first DLC was 2nd of August, second DLC was October 2017, third DLC was April 2018, then Hollow Knight came out on Switch, which is the first console release, which was 11th June 2018, and 22nd of August 2018 is when the Godmaster update was released, which was the last major content pack of Hollow Knight. So technically, even though the game came out in 2017, like early 2017, it wasn't until late 2018 that Hollow Knight was fully finished. And mind you, we are still missing one major feature, which is the game coming out on console. So as you can see, Hollow Knight was not at all a complete package, not even close. And if you take into the complete timeline of Hollow Knight, it's actually very similar to the amount of time Silksong has been taking in development. And considering Silksong is such a large, like a massive improvement and upgrade over Hollow Knight, again, I would just like to reiterate that the timeline makes sense and it's a very normal development time, and we as a community need to calm the fuck down. And and the fabled date of 13th of February or 14th of February, depending upon your time zone, 2019, Hollow Knight Silksong released. This is the fucking ground zero, patient zero of the Silksong disaster. Hollow Knight Silksong revealed by Team Cherry. No time for fluff today, gang. Let's get straight into the reveal. So we got a beautiful blog post from Team Cherry. They detailed talking about Silksong, what they're doing. They talked about some game features. I've covered these in various videos. A new kingdom, lethal combat, powerful tools, yada yada yada. All the good stuff we know, love, and we have basically scoured for years now, picking apart every single detail, and then Kickstarter specifics to our 2,158 backers. You've heard it before, but Hollow Knight, now Hornet's entire adventure, thanks to you. This is the reason they had to announce it now. Guys, if you're all confused of, whoa, wow, why did they announce Silksong so early if they were gonna be in development for so long? A, it's taking pretty much the same amount of time to develop as it did Hollow Knight start to finish, so there's that. And B, as we discussed earlier, second playable character was a Kickstarter goal, and if you take someone's money and promise them a character, you can't just tell them this. Imagine if that's all they said. Like, hey backers, by the way, we're working on a different game, don't worry about it. And then you heard nothing for like 2-3 years. That would suck. They had to showcase their whole vision. That's what I think the first reveal trailer of Silksong is the vision of Team Cherry. And all of us took it as the game being pretty much complete, which is not our fault, sure, but that's the difference in perspective I think we should focus on. Because after we got the reveal, the store page listing, and basically some of the music samples, which was Team Cherry basically telling their Kickstarter backers and their fans that, hey guys, this is the vision, you know, wish us all the best, we're gonna go. This fucking thing happened, which was that on April, Nintendo makes a dubious claim of release within the fiscal year.
Today,
this is what they're talking about.
Nintendo has claimed in their financial briefing that Silksong will release within this fiscal year, aka between now and March 21st, 2020.
There we go. So we had that, and then the people at Nintendo were like, oh yeah, coming soon after their demo. It's Nintendo that sparked this fucking wildfire, I'm telling you. Because all the big creators at that time, Relia, Mossbag, Rusty, when they did that podcast, most of them were like, yeah, game should be done by, you know, latest by early 2021. That's what they were thinking because of fucking Nintendo, man. And ever since then, it hasn't stopped because I feel like Nintendo really set the wrong perspective. Not Team Cherry. It's so sad that we all blame Team Cherry for this. But anyway, going back a little bit. So after the whole initial release in 2019, we go to 18th of March 2019, which is the late anniversary blog by Team Cherry. So let's look at what they're talking about. This was the second blog. This is not the holiday sign-off, the infamous holiday sign-off, but this was a late anniversary celebration. Hollow Knight turns 2 years old. God damn, Hollow Knight was so young when they started Silksong. They haven't stopped working for a decade, basically. I commend them for that. So yeah, this is basically them celebrating Hollow Knight, and it was really, really nice. And they gave a mini Silksong update where they talked about some very little things. Now pay attention to this line. They said that keeping a secret like that for 2 years is crazy tough. So basically, because this was in 2019, we can make a very educated guess that it was in 2017 when Team Cherry started development of Silksong at a serious capacity, and they had to keep it a secret for 2 years till they had something substantial to show. Now, I do believe that in those 2 years, the development of Silksong was much slower and smaller pace compared to what it is now. The reason I say this is because not all the DLC for Hollow Knight was complete. Hollow Knight wasn't fully finished. They were still finishing up the DLC. They were preparing for a console launch of Hollow Knight. They were patching out all the bugs. They were doing a lot, and Silksong was still in early development where they had to figure out that, oh, this is not gonna work out as a DLC. We gotta basically make it a full new game, right? Which is basically all of this that they had to prepare to show it to their backers that this is their vision. Anyway, moving on. So we just went through this on 25th of April 2019. Nintendo basically made a fiasco, but that's not the first time they're gonna be doing that. We'll come back to Nintendo soon, and by soon, I mean right the fuck now, because in June, they had the E3 showcase where they did the famous demo for Silksong. This demo that I have fucking watched 20 million times. And what do you see right here? Coming soon! Oh, coming soon! Wow, Nintendo, fucking crazy! Because of how finished the game looked when it was first revealed, and because of Nintendo putting it in their earnings that it's gonna be released within this year, and then telling the community coming soon, and showing us a full playable demo of the game, which is right here, it set very wrong expectations for the community. But yeah, oh god, back then it was ratings pending. But yeah, very cool demo. Again, the only thing that I have to say about this demo is that these areas were clearly just very test levels. These do not look like real level layouts to me at all, and I feel like when the game does come out, we won't even find these areas in the game, or like we'll find very shadow reminiscence of these areas and they'll be completely transformed into actual levels. That's just my guess though. But then in 2019 we got another blog post from Team Cherry, which was the post E3 wrap. As you can tell, 2019 was the year of the Skong. That's when we got the most updates, which makes sense because that's when the game was revealed, but we got so many updates in 2019 compared to 2020 and beyond. So yeah, in this update they basically talked about the Nintendo demo and everything. They talked a little bit about some of their areas. Greymore, which is going to be the biggest area in Silksong. They talked a little bit about their gameplay, healing mechanic, how Hornet heals a lot faster, kind of very similar to how Bloodborne is faster than Dark Souls games. A lot of people love to make that comparison. They talked a little bit about the death mechanic, dialogue, Hornet can talk, mapping is cool, character voices are cool, everything is cool. And then release, which says Silksong, we're running on cherry time. I feel like people should have paid more attention to this. But because back then we were so hyped up by Nintendo and everything Nintendo, we kinda glossed over this because I'm telling you, even back then they were like, guys, it's gonna take a while, okay? We just were too foolish to listen. And then next up we got, this is the start, man. This is the start of where everyone started losing their collective sanities, because on 18th of September 2019, we had a Steam bug that showed a release date of 12th June 2020. And of course you can find
September 19th.
Oh man, God bless Aura from Daily Silksong News. He is the fucking G, because he has all these things cataloged and we can refer to his videos and we don't have to go crazy finding out if this was true or not, because Daily Silksong News is easily the most trusted source of Silksong news on the planet. If it's on Daily Silksong News, it's real, I'm telling you.
A bug on Steam caused the release dates of many games to appear public on the store pages of the respective games. A release date of June 12, 2020 has appeared on the Steam page of Silksong.
There we go. And because of all the hype, because of all the Nintendo coming soon, because of how complete the game looked, everyone was on board. Everyone was like, yeah, this makes a lot of sense. This makes a lot of sense. Also, it's always June with Silksong, isn't it? It's always June. It's like Team Cherry has always aimed for an early to mid-year release. They have never even aimed for a late release, you know? Because I'm sure this was a placeholder. But anyway, 9th of October, we are still in 2019, mind you. All of this is still in 2019. This is where Team Cherry announced the playable demo at PAX Australia. This is where a lot of content creators, including Mossbag, they went to Australia actually to play the demo in person. It was really cool. They got some exclusive pins there. God damn, we got Silksong merch before we got Silksong. Crazy. But yeah, this was hype, man. Can you imagine if Team Cherry announced an update like this today? Like, this is so in the past, and it's so crazy compared to their Twitter activity now, that this feels like, I don't know, like a fever dream. 2019, all of it feels like a fever dream. But then 27th of October 2019, we got a Steam page update with a few more assets. Again, this video is gonna link to Auror's video. This video is basically a really good video to fact check all of these points, but like I said, Daily Silksong News is very trustworthy, so we got a little more assets. I'm gonna move on so we don't just hog down on little points for too long. But anyway, moving on to the next December. This is the infamous holiday sign-off. So many greens in this year, by the way. Are you seeing? 2019 was amazing, man. Team Cherry holiday sign off. This is where they talked a little bit about their characters, how many enemies there are. They revealed a little bit. They talked about the soundtrack of how it's gonna be a fucking orchestra and Chris Larkin, the G. There was some Hollow Knight merch stuff here, showcased some posters. And basically, that's it for 2019. Happy holidays from us, and we'll see you in the new year. Team Cherry out. They really did go out after this blog post, huh? I think we'll see later, but I think this is the last time we have heard from Team Cherry when it has not been through Let or another event or something like that, like just direct news from Team Cherry, like William and Ari, on their website and like their YouTube channels or whatever. Now we enter 2022, realm of the orange, realm of the maybes. This is where Nintendo makes another claim of release within the fiscal year. Nintendo is out on a fucking agenda. Nintendo does not like us and they keep making wacky fucking claims. So yeah, I don't know what's up with Nintendo, but yeah, they stirred up the hornet's nest again, if you know what I mean. And 25th of January 2020, we got the Seth saga begins. So if you guys don't know, Seth was a character that's designed by a backer who unfortunately was diagnosed with cancer and they passed away. They could not make it to the launch of Silksong, but Team Cherry immortalized them in the form of a video game boss in their game, and I feel like that's a very, very sweet and heartwarming part of this game's development. I'm talking to Team Cherry, so I got diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma, a type of cancer, and my wish was to talk to Team Cherry. What questions should I ask? Every time this gets brought up, I get a little bit emotional because cancer is not a joke and a lot of people have lost their loved ones to it, and it's just really sad that this person couldn't be there with us for the launch of Silksong, but I hope they're in a much better place wherever they are now. 30th of January, again, Seth saga continues. They made more posts basically asking the community if there's something they would like to ask Team Cherry. And then 3rd of February, there was another update from Seth, which is they talked to Team Cherry that day. They were really nice and they said that I can make a character for Silksong and they'll give me a key. So I have the game day 1. I have cancer and this was my wish. Man, that's just really, really, really sweet. God bless Seth, and I'm so happy we get that amazing boss in Silksong. So on April 1st, 2020, the boss was named Seth, so this is when the boss got the name. It was after the person. And then, oh my god, summer of 2020, Leth shows who he really is. Leth shows the Chad he is by doing riddles with the community. Yes, we got a lot of updates in 2019. It was very exciting because that's when the game got announced. But personally, for me, this was the most hype updates ever because they were in part with the communities where Leth posts a riddle and info about characters, and this is where people like Fireborn, their career just took off on YouTube because Fireborn made videos breaking down how to solve the riddles, and then people like Mossback made videos covering all the details of these riddles. We got character reveals of Huntress, Grindel, Caravans, and Seth, and this was done from June all the way to July. It was 3 weeks of a lot of fun, and this is where they did updates with the community as well, where the last riddles were actually posted by the top 3 dogs of Hollow Knight community, which is Rusty, Relia, and Mossbag. So yeah, this is basically what the riddles were like, where Leth would post them in the Silksong discussion channel of the subreddit, and people would go fucking crazy. It was a good time, man. Like, imagine, this is what I said on Twitter the other day, where I asked Leth that, hey man, if you guys really aren't planning to launch summer, and you're gonna be launching like either late 2024 or early 2025, I feel like that's enough time to do these kind of riddles again. You don't have to make it as substantial as revealing full characters, but anything minute, anything super minor, maybe another track from the game, you know, something like that would be really, really cool to see. And I really hope they do that this summer if we don't get updates, because again, they did it in the summer last time too, and it could be another really fun summer. So again, if anyone from Team Cherry, especially Leth, if you're watching, please, we should do the riddles again if you guys have time and the game is still ways out. I'm telling you, it's gonna be amazing. But moving on from the summer, we go to fall of 2020, 20th of August, Silksong logo part of the Nintendo Indie World's infographic. So if you go on Twitter, it's a very maybe kind of news. This is the infamous thing we got again. Indie World Showcase, blah 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 blah, and look what we got here, Hollow Knight Silksong. And guess what didn't get showcased in Nintendo Indie World? That's right, Hollow Knight Silksong. Take a look at upcoming indie games headed to Nintendo Switch this year. And look, we got Silksong over here. I am telling you, you guys like to shit on Xbox. Nintendo is public enemy number 1. Everything that's been wrong is because of Nintendo. I blame them. Fuck Nintendo, man. I have zero respect for those assholes. Anyway, we are nearing to the end of 2020, so basically 29th of November, Team Cherry replies to Kickstarter backers about lack of updates. Ooh, very, very interesting. Let's see what this is about. So they were responding to this person who said, "Hi Team Cherry, do we have any news on what's happening with Silksong? Smiley face. Thanks for the amazing game. Hey, thanks for checking in, and please do excuse the lack of proper updates. It wasn't planned. we have just been focused on getting Silksong finished. We haven't found a moment to blog, plus some slight adjustments around all the standard COVID work from home type stuff. Rest assured the team is still working hard and will try and get some actual info out soon. And to be very fair to Team Cherry, they did get some actual info out in the form of a new trailer. Now their soon arrived 2 years late, but well, at least we got something. But I feel like this is still very true. After they did their initial update on like, hey guys, 2019 is the year of the Silksong reveal and we're gonna talk about everything Silksong. This is our vision for it. After that, they just put their faces down and they started working on actually finishing the game instead of like always updating. But this is why I have a little bit of a problem, because I feel like they were able to do that through Let so well with the riddles, and I feel like that should be the way going forward to update the community if the game is still ways out. Like, I feel like that's just so obvious, you know? But 12th of December, Edge magazine cover speculated to be in shape of Hornet's head. Now this is where we got, oh my god, I'm so smoking. My bad, Team Cherry. When they actually said here that they will make an update soon, they actually meant it, because we got an update very soon in terms of the Edge magazine interview. I completely forgot about that. This is why this timeline is so cool, because it puts everything into perspective, and I really like that. So basically, this is where we got some really cool speculation. I was deep in the community at this point. This is where I was super hyped, because we got this. And oh my god, people lost their fucking mind, man. The Edge magazine was so nice. That interview was also one of my favorite updates to come to the game. It was so clean. The art was so good because the cover art was done by Ari Gibson. So there we go. 23rd of December, Edge magazine confirmed to have a Team Cherry interview. Let's see. There we go. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous Silksong artwork by Ari Gibson. It was so beautiful, so fucking cool. I love when this happens. So yeah, we ended 2020 with perhaps not as much updates from Team Cherry, but we got the riddles from Let, we got a bunch of hype, we got an Edge magazine interview announced. So half the news as in 2019, but still pretty good. And actually, the Edge, my bad, I thought the Edge magazine interview was published in 2021, but no, it was published right when the year was ending. So this is when the interview was published. This is where we got the digital version of the interview, with the physical version, I believe, launching later. So yeah, this is where they announced it. The Edge Awards 2020, really cool stuff. So yeah, 2020 was also good for Silksong updates. We got the Edge magazine interview and we got the Let riddles all in 2020. And on 15th of January, daily Silksong news channel is created. Oh my god! Hype, bro! This was also another banger day for the community, where one of the best creators in the community, Daily Silksong News, they had their channel debut. Fucking amazing. Absolutely goated. I love Aura, man. He has done so much for the community. Fucking hats off to this guy. And unfortunately for my boy Aura, 21 will be one of the darkest years for Silksong. You see how much we got so far? We got the release of Hollow Knight, we got the release of all the Hollow Knight DLCs, we got the Silksong reveal, we got the video posted on Team Cherry's YouTube, we got the trailer, we got E3 demo, we got Edge magazine interview, we got Let riddles. I could go on, you guys have watched the video so far. We got all of that, right? 30th of December, and then 15th of January, we got the Daily Silksong News channel. Let's see what happens when I click next. There we go, 8th of August. Silksong subreddit is created. Let's see what happens when I click next. There we go, 14th of September. Just an insignificant leak. What's next? Oh, what's that? Oh, we're in 2022. That's right, that's all we had in 2021, baby. So yeah, first of all, we got the cesspool that is the r/Silksong subreddit. Please don't go there if you value your sanity. I delve into that subreddit to find content to make on my channel, but every time I go there, I lose a couple of brain cells, and I feel like if I can't last a lot longer if I keep going there, so I'm trying to, you know, ration it out how often I click on this subreddit. But please, if you value your sanity, don't go there. So yeah, 8th of August we had that, and then September we got the stupid fucking leak that the game is coming out in 15th of February 2022, which I believe was another just placeholder date given by Team Cherry. I would like to say, never have ever their placeholders been in the late of the year, like end of year. It's always been early to summer. So I believe this will be the Fireborn video. Did they link?
A release date for Silksong has officially...
My boy Fireborn. So Fireborn made a video covering It's so funny. This looks like a Primacon title. This video looks like such like a Primacon video. That's the kind of content I make. Clickbaity bullshit where I just get to meme on the community and talk about Silksong. I love it. I love it, fire. So yeah, this is where this happened basically. The leak, which was obviously false, and then we were in 2022. That's all. 21, the darkest year for Silksong, where we heard nothing. Absolutely nothing from Team Cherry. So on 22nd, some mod was informed by a trusted source that there's no expectation of imminent release, which 100% ended up being true. So yeah, this was a subreddit. They made a whole post about it. You guys can go read it. Again, everything is linked in the description, by the way. You guys can go check it out. But basically, they said that yeah, it's not releasing soon. Which they were correct. We are a whole 2 years later down the line. 2 years and a couple of change of months. So now we're in February. PC Gamer article quotes Team Cherry informing that they're still working hard on the game. Again, the tried and true quote from Team Cherry that they're still working hard on the game. A lot of people like to meme on them for saying that, but I mean, it is true. It is 100% true that they're still working hard on the game. So I mean, I'm happy that they say it. So this was 11th of February 2022. 13th of March, Mikado Koji replies on Instagram saying she's finished voicing for the game. If you guys don't know who that is the voice, that is the beautiful voice for Hornet. This is their Instagram. So basically, this is where all the story content was 100% complete. Because all the lines of Hornet were recorded, at least for the Hornet's part. Everything Hornet had to say, all the lines, all the dialogue, I believe all the cutscenes were also finished at this point, because I doubt there will be many cutscenes without Hornet in it, right? After that, like 2022, which I guess makes sense, they were probably in the feature and gameplay mode. You could speculate a lot from this one update, but yeah, 13th of March, last of Hornet's lines were recorded. Moving on. Now, 29th of March, Team Cherry actually acknowledged the fans for winning Most Anticipated Game of Unity Awards. So hey, I guess that's when they were aware that we are anticipating Silksong, and it's been like 2 full years now, almost 2 years, like a year and a half at this point that we have got a direct update for them. But Unity Awards 2021 happened, the results are in, and there it is. Best multiplayer game. No, just kidding. The most anticipated game, Hollow Knight Silksong. There we go. Team Cherry says, we are honored that Hollow Knight Silksong won the 2021 Unity Award for most anticipated game and hugely appreciate all the fans who support us as we work on the game. Thank you so much. We're looking forward to the day we can share the game with you all. It can't be too much longer, surely. God damn, they were trolling too. Ah, I love it. I love it. I love to see it, Team Cherry. God damn, you guys are amazing. This is where we got the next substantial update for the game. June 2022. Are you guys noticing a pattern? Are you guys noticing a pattern? Everything major happens in June. Everything majors happen like around the first half of the year, minus the Edge Magazine interview. That's the only major piece of information that has happened at the end of the year. Anyway, this is where we got the next trailer from Xbox and the infamous game coming out in the next 12 months, baby. A full year and a half of silence, no updates, and we got the trailer. And you guys know what's funny? It's been another year and a half since then. So either we are about to break a record or we're gonna get an update very, very soon. So it could be either one of those. But I want to open the tweet first of all, because that's the most funniest thing out of this whole ordeal. Everything you're seeing today is playable over the next 12 months. So you're telling me Silksong is out within the next 12 months? That's exactly what we said. This is where a lot of hate comes to Xbox. This is because of this people hate Xbox. But mind you, this was a release window given to them by Team Cherry. They didn't pull it out of their ass, as you will see later when we get to the delay announcement by Leth. With Nintendo, they pulled the coming soon out of their ass. They put it in their fiscal year out of their ass. That was completely bullshit done by Nintendo, man. I feel like Nintendo deserves way much more hate than Xbox does, but that's just me. So yeah, 11th June to June 15th, this was the whole Xbox thing that we got, which was the last official major news for Hollow Knight Silksong, which was almost 2 years ago, but a year and a half ago. I feel like we're about to break a new record if we keep going without news all this year. Maybe we're jumping from a year and a half of silence to 3 years of silence. Who the fuck knows? But moving on. Now, very minor news on the 15th and 16th of September is that PS4 release got confirmed and the PlayStation Store goes live with new screenshots. So we got these new screenshots to analyze that a lot of people made videos on. This was a lot of fun to do. Basically, add to wishlist. You could announce you could wishlist on PlayStation. But more importantly, it got announced for PS4. and PS5. Now, a lot of people are worried about this because let me show you something. First of all, it says that Hollow Knight Silksong is coming to PS5 and PS4, but if you go to Team Cherry's website, it says that currently in development for Mac, PC, Linux, Nintendo Switch, PS5, and Xbox Series X. But even on the Xbox store page, it says Xbox One. But their website doesn't list like last gen consoles, and some people take it as it's no longer coming to last gen consoles. Don't worry about it, that's not at all the case, because A, if that was the case, those websites wouldn't have that listed on there. I feel like they just didn't put it here for some reason. And B, there's no fucking shot if the game could run on the Nintendo Switch that it wouldn't run on the PlayStation and an Xbox. So don't worry about it. If you're waiting for an Xbox One release or a PlayStation 4 release, you will get Silksong on it. But yeah, that was what we got in 2022. And I feel like now we are entering another beautiful age of drought soon. Oh yeah, 28th of October, this is when we got a lot of, somebody basically got the metadata out of the Xbox website. And we got some names basically for the screenshots. Little exciting, you know, good to speculate what areas will be called in Silksong. Minor exciting stuff. And that's it for 2022. Much better than 2021 so far. 2021 has been the worst year. Let's see if 2023 is about to top that. January 30th, Xbox Wire blog post about most anticipated games. So again, this is where all the media and outlets and journalists start coming into play, where people just keep repeating that, oh, Silksong is anticipated, Silksong is anticipated. Like, yeah, no fucking shit it's anticipated, but everyone was on that horse of Silksong is anticipated. Oh, the infamous Let announcement from May 9th, 2023, where Let said that the game is no longer coming out in 12 months like they said at the Xbox event. Now he said we had planned to release the game in the first half of 2023. So again, Xbox did not make that up. That's completely on Team Cherry, not on Xbox. And that's all we got. The last actual update we got from Let, which wasn't just him saying that they're still working on the game. That was in 2023. That is probably the most infamous update if you're a new Silksong fan. But don't worry, this won't be the last time we'll be hearing from Let about Silksong. We'll get to that soon. Moving on. Now we go to 28th June 2023. Cogfly name revealed in official Hornet Nendoroid page. So if you look at that, what it's about basically is there was this page that came out about the Nendoroid Hornet, which is this little figurine. And because of that, we got the Cogfly name revealed, which is this cute little thing right here. We have seen Hornet use this little tool a lot of times in the trailers, and it has a little figurine. Honestly, looks really cool. Really cool and sick. Very smooth looking. So yeah, we got that. Very minor, but we got it. And then 21st of July, Ari Gibson answers fan questions at AVCon. Yeah, before you go too excited, it wasn't an update they made or something. Someone ran into Ari and they answered a few questions.
July 22nd.
Let's look at the Daily Silksong news video for that.
Con in Australia was able to meet Ari Gibson and Makoto Koji themselves.
Oh lord!
Thanks to Greg who has set them up with the both of them.
That's
he was
cool.
able to get a picture of them and even got their autographs.
You can watch the Daily Silksong video if you like, but to basically sum it up, they just asked a little bit about how the development is going. You know, they're testing the game, they're playing through the game, they're speeding through the game. It was just a little nice discussion they had with Ari Gibson, and it was nice to know that they're still alive and that they're real people. Very cool. Next, we got 22nd of September 2023. We got some very minor store page updates on Steam. And as you can tell, at this point, the community is grasping for little scraps here and there, because now the delay has already been announced, but nothing substantial after that has been announced from Team Cherry. All we know at this point was that the deadline has been missed, and now it's been well over a year since we got a major update, because the last trailer was in June 2022 and now we're in September 2023. So this is where we are approaching today's standards of news, where we're just grasping on to pretty much whatever. If you move on to the next, we are at end of 2023. The community extracts individual clip names from metadata of the revealed trailers of, oh my god, I'm full of words, of the press kit. So basically, Mosspack made a really good video about it. You can go check it out. But some of the names of some of the areas were extracted from the clips in the Xbox trailer. Basically, we got things like Greymore Crowwalk, Cogworks Harpoon, fucking Coral King, Enclave Walkthrough, yada yada yada, Bitterbug. You can read those names there if you like, but we got that. That was the last thing we got in 2023. Now, a lot of people say that 2023 was the worst years when it comes to Silksong news. I don't know, I'm in a bit of a pickle about it, because there was 2021 which was absolutely fuck all. We got nothing in 20, like absolutely not even these minor scraps that they're pulling out, like, oh, names of the little fucking clips and I don't know, name of the figurine, yada yada yada. Like, we had nothing in 2021. So to me, that's still the lowest of lows when it comes to Silksong news. But now we are in 2024, March 17, but this is huge. This is where someone bumped into Let and we got a really cool piece of information. Not so much about Silksong, but more about Crowsworn, where Let confirmed that Crowsworn will be definitely releasing after than Silksong. That makes a lot of sense because Crowsworn got so much funding, as I showed you guys earlier in the video, that the devs basically thought that, yo, because we got so much more funding than we were anticipating, we gotta make the game basically 10 times better. Like, we have new expectations, new heights that we gotta reach, whereas Silksong is now nearing the end of its development cycle, so it makes a lot of sense that Crowsworn is ways and ways and ways out. But now, April 1st, this is where we got the ESRB store page. That and my subscribers would be more familiar with this one, so I don't need to go too long about these things because I've made so many videos about them. We got the ESRB ratings. This is where we figured out that, oh, it's not just the ESRB ratings, it got rated around the world on April 3rd, digitally of course, and May 1st, here we are, tomorrow for sure. So yeah, 2024 just started. I don't know, everything so far, I still feel that, wait, let me go back to 2021. Here we have 2021. 1, 2, 3. That's it, and none of this is related to Silksong really. This is completely fake, this is just a subreddit, and this is just a YouTube channel that's been created. We had not even the names of the clips like we got in 2023, like nothing at all. I feel like 2021 was the lowest of lows. So if I had to give my ranking of the highest to the lowest, we got 2019, the most news, 2020, a little less, then we got 2022, where we got the Xbox trailer, then we got 2023, we got little scraps of information and a delay announcement of course. Then we got 2024, where we got a store page, we are nearing the end of the game, there's anticipation, and then at the bottom of the barrel, we got 2021. That's my official ranking for Silksong news we have gotten so far. Of course, 2024 is still ongoing, so it can very much vary, but even then, I feel like we've gotten more in 2024 than we did in 2021, just because of the ESRB ratings and the game having an Xbox store page, because at least that's official information. This entire website was put together by this Reddit user, GPRanov25, and I reached out to them asking if I could make a video on it. They said go for it. They're looking for feedback to improve their website, so if you would like to give them feedback, you can do so by going to this Reddit post. I will link the Reddit post and their website in the description as well, along with some good channels like Daily Silksong News that you can go and, you know, skim through all the news that we have gotten yourself. But this was a lot of fun to make. I needed an excuse to go through all the Silksong timeline, and this was the perfect way to do that. This video turned out to be longer than I expected, but because most of the content on my channel is short form, it's really fun to do long form videos sometime. If you guys enjoyed it, please leave a like on the video. It helps YouTube recommend the video to more people. And while you're at it, if you want to support me, you can just give a subscribe to my channel. That helps out a lot and I will appreciate it forever. Thank you so much all for dropping by. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you guys tomorrow with a new video. Primacon out.